Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you know, live well, our gardening channel, guys. Right, I've already done some potatoes already, guys, but I've still got some left, and I didn't do a lot of the sapomeras in the original bed. So what I've decided to do is, just make up a little bed quickly, and in this bed I'm going to put the rest of the sapomeras, guys. So I just thought I'd bring you along with that. It's always good for us to share what we're doing. So as we all know, the sappers already look how they look. They're basically a red potatoes. These are seeds. These are the seeds that I got online. Alright. So I'm gonna try to just lay them down. Just give them a little space in between. As you guys know, I like to just lay them out first so I can see the distance in between. The good thing about it is these ones have actually started cheating already. So if you look closely, you'll see that the eyes have started to sprout. So maybe that they will come up a bit quicker than the ones that I put in just straight, without them being cheated, should I say. Now along here, this bed, if you remember last year, was a bed that, I just scraped the floor. So all I did was just came along with it looks like a hoe, I don't know what it's called, but I just pulled it and just, put the soil on top of it. So it's not really much digging that's happening. I think we can put one more at the end. The potato, man, I believe, I was told that these guys started in South America, believe it or not. So it's amazing to see that something can start at one part of the world, and next thing you know, it's all over the world. You know what I'm saying to you? And it's good eating, as we know, potatoes are good eating. Right, so I'm just gonna try to make a hole. Now these ones may try to go a little bit deeper than what I used to do with the Charlotte potatoes, guys. Initially, we're just gonna grow a hole, guys. Dig a hole. These are all the roots and stuff that I pulled as I was pulling. Right, so I'm just gonna lay it down, as you can see, just like that, guys, and then just cover it. Nothing major. Just leave it like that. Now we'll move on to the next one. Just cover it just like that. Now I will experiment with these guys, and I will try to cover them as they're coming up. And the ones that I did over the other bed, I'll just leave them as they are. So at least we'll get 2 ideas on how they grow. One will be when they're mounted, and the other one will be without being mounted. Now this particular bed, I haven't put any compost, and no compost on top of it. No fresh compost. It's just pulled it over. Right, guys, so like I always like to say, if you're watching our little short video today, please feel free to subscribe, drop a comment, and let's grow together. Right, just coming on to the last 2, guys. Be the last one, guys. So as you can see, we've just finished it now. As it's potatoes, I'm not gonna go back over and water. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. The rain should fall and do that job for us, guys. So as we're here, like I said, I like to show us our progress weekly, guys. Yeah? So what we're gonna do is let's start with the onions. I like to start with the onions, guys. As you can see, they're doing really well. Look, they've come up, they're growing. nothing comes and disturb them, you should have some nice onions, guys. As you know, the first bit of them here is the serrans. The middle part, the red onions, which I believe are called red barons. And at the ending part, guys, it's all turbos. I'm really happy with the progress. I just have to come along and do a bit of weeding, keep the beds clean, guys, you know? If we come closely here as well, you'll be able to see our peas are trying to, are trying to come up, guys. They're trying to come up. So that'll be the peas there. If you look, these are these little green shoots sticking up. That's our peas, and we've got them growing on both sides. So hopefully they will come up. Boom. My problem right now, guys, is just trying to stay on top of the weeding, because as you can see, it's kind of tidy. It starts off small like this, and as soon as you blink your eyes, like poof, bunch of weeds are there. So it's good for you to stay on top of it, guys. You know, we'll just move over to the garlic. But I'd just like to give you a weekly update. I do believe there's a fox or a cat or something that's coming in the same spot and digging up the same spot. So if you know any animals who like to just come and dig the same spot, guys, let me know. You know, I'm just gonna try to cover it up as best as I can. He did the same thing last week, you know, came along, dug the exact same spot right here. Right, so like I was saying, guys, this is our garlic. Our garlic still have a little bit, a little bit of time to go. Last year wasn't great, but this year I'm hoping to get, at least 1 or 2 garlic out of these. They're looking kind of good. I don't see no rust coming on them yet, because that's our biggest enemy with the garlic, is the rust, guys. As you know, once the rust starts, it's the beginning of the end, right? So yeah, the garlic is doing good. Our potato bed, as yet, I don't really see much activities, but I got faith they will be coming up. There's one. Start of the shallots. There's some here. I don't know if these were volunteers that was there from last year, because the way they're growing, I don't think I did put them in the ground like that. But you know my rules with volunteers, guys. If I don't need the space, I will leave them there, and I guarantee you, these guys will give us potatoes. Guarantee. And this is just an empty bed I've got here, but this empty bed right here is normally my corn bed. So I'll be putting the corn here. We're going to weed it up, clean it up, and the corn will be going here. The corn is at home. They're now shooting up. They're about this big now, so the corn is coming. In a couple of weeks' time, they'll be big enough for us to be able to transplant them, guys. So stay tuned for the corn, guys. Stay tuned. I mean, I've got other stuff, like I've got some spring onions growing here, but I don't think I did actually shown them before. But these spring onions, what I do is I let them grow and turn to onions. Every year I do that. I leave my spring onions alone, just leave a small portion, and they will grow a bulb, like just like an onion. I try it every year and it's worked. So hopefully we'll be able to see the same thing with these spring onions here. Right, guys? So on that note, guys, like I always say, let's live well, and together we grow.